Have you ever left a meeting and felt that tight, sinking feeling, like we promised something in the heat of it and later realized no one knew what to actually do? That regret costs time, energy, and momentum. Today, I want to teach you a one-line ritual teams can use to stop that pattern, a permissioned, pre-agreed 60-second consensus pause that converts reactive noise into clearer, calmer action. Let's dive in.
Quick frame before we get tactical. The consensus pause doesn't add ceremony. It outsources calm. It gives everyone the explicit permission to step out of reactivity for 60 seconds so the group can make a better decision. 2 ground rules up front. Opt-in only. The team agrees to use it ahead of time. And non-performative. It's not about show. It's about clarity. If you change your mind, it's reversible. A pause is permission, not a veto.
So what is the consensus pause? One-line purpose? A short, shared break to buy breathing room and reveal the simplest next step. There are 3 minimal formats you can choose from, depending on the decision at hand. First, clarify, fact checks and missing information. Second, test, run a micro-experiment to validate an assumption. Third, timebox, defer with a named owner and a short revisit window. Keep it tiny. One of these, 60 seconds, and a clear next step.
Scripts make rituals practical. Here are short, exact lines leaders and participants can use. For a private team, leader says, consensus pause, clarify, 60 seconds. Who needs a fact or figure before we decide? If you're on a client call, leader says, let's take a quick 60-second pause so I can confirm one detail and avoid guessing. For creative huddles, leader says, quick consensus pause, test, 60 seconds to brainstorm a tiny prototype we can try. Participants respond simply, pause acknowledged, or I'll own this check, or I need a minute to confirm, back in 60. Keep responses crisp and low drama.
Now, rules of engagement, because rituals without rules devolve into avoidance. First, agree to the pause language once as a team. Second, use a clear opt-out signal. If someone says no pause, that is respected, but the leader should immediately offer an alternative. For example, if we don't pause, I ask for your fastest decision or name an owner now. Third, 60 seconds max for the common pause. If you need more, convert to a formal time box with a named owner and a revisit time. And always frame pauses without judgment. This is about better outcomes, not correction.
Ownership and evidence, the heart of making pauses productive. Before you defer, name a decision owner. Pick one person who will carry a next step. Second, require a single piece of micro-evidence to justify deferral. 1 email, 1 call, 1 number. No long to-do lists. Third, set a revisit window. When will the group check back? 24 hours, next meeting, 3-day follow-up. That ownership plus 1-piece evidence prevents pauses from becoming indefinite.
Let's run 3 quick worked examples so this stops sounding theoretical. Example 1, pricing call. The leader says, consensus pause, clarify, 60 seconds to confirm the competitor's number or customer quote. Someone replies, I'll pull the pricing slide and post the number within 60. Owner named, evidence equals the slide screenshot, revisit equals immediate post-pause. Example 2, content calendar decision. Leader, consensus pause, timebox. We need a content owner and a publish window, 60 seconds to name someone and set the due date. Example 3, 2-person creative choice. Leader, consensus pause, test, 60 seconds to sketch 2 thumbnails and pick one to prototype. Short, surgical, and everyone leaves with the next step.
Measurement matters. Keep metrics conservative and simple. Metric 1, clarity score. After decisions, have team members rate clarity on a 1 to 5 scale. Metric 2, reversal rate. Track how often decisions get undone in 7 days. Metric 3, follow-through percentage. Percent of pause decisions that have the owner complete the micro-evidence in the revisit window. Run a 7-day probe. Use the pause on every qualifying decision for a week and log these 3 numbers. A tiny spreadsheet with date, decision, pause type, owner, evidence, revisit, clarity, Reversal, follow-through, is enough.
Common failure modes and how to fix them quickly. Failure 1. Token pauses. People say pause, but nothing happens. Fix. Insist a named owner and micro-evidence before you accept the pause. Failure 2. Avoidance. Teams use pauses to dodge hard choices. Fix with escalation language. We can pause, or we can name an owner now and accept the fastest deliverable. Which do you choose? Failure 3. Leadership misuse. A senior player weaponizes pauses to stall. Fix by reminding the group of the revisit window and, if needed, invoking the agreed escalation path. I hear the pause. Because this affects the timeline, I call for an executive revisit in 24 hours if we don't have the micro-evidence. Exact language keeps pauses honest. Adoption checklist, the fastest route to test this. One-line team agreement you read once. We agree to use the consensus pause language and rules on qualifying decisions. Set a short calendar cue or meeting note so new members see it. Copy a starter script into your meeting template. And run a 48-hour trial. Try a pause in 2 meetings within 48 hours, then compare clarity scores. That's it. Low friction, high return.
Okay, now let's do a guided micro run you can practice silently or out loud right now. This is a clarify pause you can drop into a meeting. Find a comfortable breath. Leader voice. Consensus pause. Clarify. 60 seconds to confirm one fact. Who will own that check? Pause for a beat. Breathe. Participant. I will own it. Leader. Owner named. Evidence required. 1 message or 1 number. Revisit in 24 hours. Now, close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Imagine 60 seconds where the group is allowed to pause attention, gather the fact, and return with action. If you want, say aloud the leader line once to anchor it in your voice. That little ritual is all you need to change the pattern. Final notes before we close. Keep the ritual script-based by default. If you try sensory cues later, make them opt-in and accessible. And remember the core. A pause is permission to be smarter, not lazier. Try the consensus pause in your next meeting. Run it for a week with the simple logging template I described, and then check the clarity and reversal numbers. If it helps, come back and tell us what changed.
If you gave this a try today, leave a short review describing one observable change. Did your team feel calmer? Did decisions hold? Did someone actually follow up? Your review helps others know this is usable, not just theoretical. Thanks for listening. Keep practicing small disciplines that protect your collective energy, and we'll meet again.